Hi, my name is Tang, and I also go by Burson. Currently, I'm a PhD candidate from UCLA Coastal Flood Lab. My research focuses on quantitative urban coastal flood modeling and assessment. Today, I'm going to talk about a case study of coastal compound flood modeling at Sunset Beach, California. Coastal flooding is a widely recognized hazard, which can be exacerbated by interactions among marine and hydrologic forcing, known as compound flooding. Compound flooding at low-lying urban coastal region can be highly complicated because on the ocean side, the water goes up with tide, sea level rise, and El Nino. Besides, we have wave goes on top of it. That water can get in by wave overtopping. On the inland side, we have direct precipitation. Upstream fluvial discharge can elevate estuary or embayment water level. That water can overflow and cause flooding too. And these flood pathways are often naturally correlated. Like in Southern California, we have big tide in winter times, and that's when we have precipitation. Besides, coastal management also plays an important role. Like raising the seawall can help defend tidal overflow, but it can also retain more water from other flood pathways like precipitation or overtopping. The storm sewer can drain storm water, but embayment water can also backflow during high tide. So in order to properly characterize site-specific exposure to flood hazard, consideration of compound effects and high-resolution topographic data is essential. And currently, an integrated framework considering this stuff in urban coastal flood modeling does not exist. The Sunset Beach is one of the typical urban coastal regions, and in the last decade, this area has experienced multiple floods from different flood pathways. There were high tide, heavy precipitation, energetic wave, or the co-occurrence of these events. And the situation is only getting worse with future sea level rise. Hydrodynamic model with flexible mesh, Delft 3D FM was adopted to model the compound flooding. A historical flood event caused by tide overflow is reconstructed for validation purpose. Flood extent was identified from photos and measured with RTK unit. The comparison indicates that the model results match the measurement reasonably well. And here is an example demonstrating the importance of considering the compound effects. During high tide, the drainage system will be closed to avoid backflow of ocean water, and storm water from normal precipitation event can then be problematic. On the right top is a photo showing people had to pump the storm water out since the drainage system valves were closed. Here, the annual high tide and precipitation with 2-year return period are considered. Both are harmless by themselves. Our results show that the co-occurrence of the peak precipitation and high tide, the scenario A, results the widest flood extent and highest maximum inundation depth. The 2-hour lead of water level peak does not change the simulated flood impact that much. But if the peak precipitation arrives 2 hours later, the produced flood extent and the maximum inundation depth decreased considerably. This shows that the compound effects of these factors can significantly influence the modeling results and deserves further investigation. The research is funded by UCLA Coastal Flood Lab and other institutions. Thank you for watching.